That brings us to a great question, which is that the point of our podcast is mistakes.
Yes.
And as a guy who always is not afraid to push the envelope, whose brand it is, I would say, to be unapologetically flagrant, as you put it. Has there been a moment in your career where even you thought, shit, I wish I could have that one back?
Probably. I have a very weird perspective on mistakes and shit. That's probably not the best for this podcast.
That's okay. We like hearing different perspectives.
I almost don't believe in them. So yes, that fucked up thing happened and I fucked up, but that gave me a tool to handle something.
So we call that fucking upwards.
Yes, you told me about this.
Yeah.
Love this term. So I believe in fucking upwards. I truly believe that you either win or learn. Right. So I'll take any loss and I'll be like, okay, now I know what to do next in that situation. Now I know how to fuck with this situation. I used to be so infuriated when we would mess something up with the video or we'd lose audio or that kind of shit. And now it's okay, well, now we know we got to use an individual card for each situation. I've just accepted. And I think that comes with financial stability. I think it's really hard to just accept shit. When you're trying to survive. But I think when you have a little money, you can be okay, mistakes happen.
Right.
We got here. Early shit in my career. Again, giving honest opinions to people who don't want honesty. They just want
about their stand-up or something.
Not even stand-up. Just talking on podcasts without being funny. Just talking honestly about terrorism or some shit, or talking honestly about issues happening in America and not using the skill of jokes to execute the points, just talking bluntly, thinking people want to hear what was really happening. And I realize now it's people don't want that. You got to show them. You can't just tell them. So that was a learning time. Right. And I got called every name under the book because of just opinions that I was sharing. It wasn't even opinions. It was just hey, this is information. Would you like this information? This is some shit I researched, and there's another side to this story. But a lot of people, they just listen to, they just want confirmation, not information,
Right.
And but what I learned from that was that if you stick to your guns, no matter what, they eventually respect you.
We were talking about this before you got here.
Dude, it is fascinating. The people that back in the day were yo, you're problematic, you're fucked up, you have these horrible views, this, that, the other. The fact that I haven't wavered, now those exact same people are nah, he's just wild.
Totally.
Nah, he's just crazy. Nah, he's a comedian. I've watched the exact same people on Twitter that used to fucking hate me. We need to cancel Schulz. Get the fuck out of here. Come around to, nah, you got to understand comedy is different and you can't censor jokes, da, da, da. And it's just from never apologizing, never wavering. And eventually, if you walk through the fire, people go, it's some Khaleesi shit, right? It's nobody respected her. And then she got lit on fire and then walked out. They're it's a bad bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Totally, dude.
She fucks with fire.
Totally.
So that's what I would take from a oops moment. Don't ever apologize.